Hello. This is my answer to Alexandra's Real Beauty Guru tag. This is only the second time I've ever made a video. The first time was earlier today, and then I lost it, so then I had to make this one. I'm sorry about my positioning. I still don't really know what I'm doing. And live from Ian's bathroom. It's the only place with decent natural light. And if you hear loud noises in the background, it's because we're right next to the laundry room, and you know, Saturday we do a lot of laundry. So, there are a bunch of questions that I'm going to answer, and I hope you enjoy it. Anyhow, so question number 1. How many times do you wash your face daily? Well, 1 to 2 times. If I'm in the shower, and I don't shower every day, I shower every other day because otherwise my skin dries out and cracks. And has been true for like 30 years. Anyhow, so when I'm in the shower, I wash my face in the shower. And that's usually in the morning, and then at night I'll take my makeup off with something like this. Like this towelette thing. It's great because I can, it takes off mascara really easily, and that's important because I've got little short, stubby little lashes. What skin type do you have? Well, old. And I have sort of oily skin, but it's mostly old. And skincare for old skin is really quite different, I've found. And it keeps changing. I thought I'd be done with all of that changing once I got out of my teens. Not so. It's a new adventure all the time. What is my current facial wash? Well, when I'm in the shower, I will often use this stuff. This is the generic equivalent of Purpose soap. It's very, very mild. I mean, it's so mild if you get some in your eyes, it doesn't sting. I really, really like that because I don't like things that sting my eyes. The other thing that I use is this, which is now illegal because it has microbeads in it. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out, but I don't use it that much. So, I either use, some of the facial wipes or wash in the shower with the pore refining stuff and the Purpose knockoff. Number 4. Do you exfoliate? I didn't say it right. Number 4. Do you exfoliate? Boy, do I. I wish I could have said that more straight-faced. Let me see, where's my exfoliator? It's back here. For, I don't know, 7 or 8 years I've had one of these. It's the Neutrogena microdermabrasion thing. It comes with these pads that stick on with this Velcro thing. This front thing comes off. And the pads, which are like a very gentle sandpaper that come impregnated with this soap, and but I use them way after the soap has gone away, and then I put this on. I wet it and I put this on, so I use that in the shower, and I do that about 2 times a week. Number 5, do you have freckles? I used to have freckles, and you may be able to see some of them, but they're very, very faint now because I wear sunscreen all the time. When I used to not wear sunscreen all the time, I mean, we didn't know from sunscreen. I mean, we used to put baby oil on ourselves and go out in the sun. And, I've gotten a lot of really bad sunburns in my time, all of which is not good. But I do wear sunscreen all the time now. Every day I put sunscreen on. I haven't found my favorite sunscreen, but I don't have freckles anymore because they only develop on me with sun exposure. Number 6, do you use eye cream? I don't use eye cream because of the thing about the stinging business in the eyes. And, I put it on and then I get like, little breakouts along my eyebrows or, up inside here and stuff. And so what I do use is this stuff. It's called castor oil. And it's wonderful. I only started using it maybe 2 months ago, but I really like it. And you put it on at night. It's very, very thick. And it's actually better for your skin than coconut oil because it's a humectant. It draws moisture to it. And you put it and you rub it in. It's also supposed to lengthen your eyelashes. My eyelashes have gotten a little bit longer, so it works. Number 7. Did you or do you have acne-prone skin? I did have very acne-prone skin. I didn't have it so bad that I would go to a dermatologist, but I did suffer from cystic acne for years. And then when I was about 22, I had a really bad sunburn, and I started putting aloe on my sunburn because, you know, aloe is good for burns. So then I really liked how my skin felt when I put aloe on it, so I've continued to put aloe on it. You know, I just went to the store and got a thing of aloe, and so for about 25 years I've used aloe almost every day on my skin. And the interesting thing is when I started using the aloe, the zits, the acne went away. So I do occasionally get, you know, a pimple here and there, maybe twice a year, and maybe once every, you know, 2 or 3 years I'll have a cyst. But I really don't have acne anymore, and it's all because of aloe. Let me see. Question 8. Did you ever use Proactiv? No, it wasn't available when I was having my worst trouble with acne. Now, a couple of my children have had pretty strong acne through their teens, and I did buy something like Proactiv as another brand. Just like I buy the generic knockoff of Purpose, I bought the generic knockoff of Proactiv. And they used it some, but they were not diligent. I guess they didn't care enough, so they didn't use it all the time. I still have this stuff. I really throw it away or give it to somebody who could use it. So it wasn't for us. I know some people have had really wonderful experiences with it. Now we get on to the makeup questions. This is question number 1. What foundation do you use? Well, I don't really use foundation because once you get old, one of the things that happens is your pores get larger. Okay, and you get all these, especially if you've had a lot of sun damage, hello, you get all these little fine lines, and what happens is you put the foundation on, and all the pigment of the foundations tends to settle into the pores and the fine lines. It's not a good look. Now, I do wear foundation when I'm on stage because, you know, there's distance between you, and it's of limited duration. So here's 2 that I have used. I have, and I will probably continue to use them because I'm cheap and won't try something else till I use this up. This is Elizabeth Arden, and it's called Flawless Finish. It's pretty good. And then this is another one. This is Maybelline Fit Me. These are good because they're pretty good matches for my skin color, but you know, they do tend to settle in the pores. I've tried, you know, powder foundation, and that doesn't work. But what I usually use is something like this, which is a tinted moisturizer. And I find that, you know, that gives me a little bit of coverage and evens out some of the skin tones. Like you can see, I'm really red here. I was using some sunscreen that didn't agree with something else I put on my face, and so I'm really, really red today. Number 2, how about concealer? I don't usually use concealer very often. I have to show you my concealer, though. It's so old. It's Christian Dior. I don't even know if they make this anymore. This has to be... It has to be more like 10 or 12 years old, which you're really not supposed to keep and use makeup for that long, but it's still fine. I got it from a friend of mine who used to be a Christian Dior makeup rep. And when she left that company, she still had all of her samples, and so I got a lot of her samples. And it's really excellent concealer, though when it runs out, I don't think I'll pay. It was probably like $35 for that little tube or something. I'm just too cheap. In fact, right now it's starting to get, you know, kind of gummy, so I'm going to take some distilled water or saline solution, put it in there, and loosen it up again. So that's me with concealer. Again, the problem with concealer is it settles into lines, it settles into pores. It's just not a good look. So, question number 3: do you know your undertone color? Blue. Yes, it's blue. I do sometimes suffer from sallowness. It's a really weird sallowness with a blue undertone, but that's what I have. So And when I'm not blue, I'm red or pink, as you can see. Okay, question number 3. I'm sorry, we just did question number 3. Question number 4. What do you think of false eyelashes? Well, I think they're pretty. I think they're fun. I don't think they're good for me. As you can see, I have pretty small eyes that are set pretty close together, and so I don't need anything. And I wear glasses, so on top of that, I don't need anything like, you know, big things to make my eyes look even smaller and stuff. Though I really am very happy, since I've been using the castor oil and something else, that my eyelashes have gotten longer. But yeah, fake eyelashes only work for me as part of a costume, like if I'm dressing up for Halloween. But I know that you just adore fake eyelashes, and that's wonderful. I want to share with you something that I adore, and that is this. Let's see, it's rose water. I love to use rose water on my skin. I use it, excuse me, I use it like a toner. It doesn't have any alcohol in it, and it just smells wonderful. And you know, rose petals and rose hips have been used for centuries, if not millennia, for skincare. Not only because roses grow widely all over the planet, well, at least all over Europe and North America. And they have a lot of vitamin C in them, and of course it smells wonderful. So, you know, if my face feels dry, just spritz it with that, and I just love it. And it's not very expensive. So it's one of my favorite cosmetics ever. Next question. Question number 5. Sephora or MAC? Neither? I've never had anything from either of them. You know, most of my beauty purchases have been from like the corner drugstore. I have bought a few things online, it's true. And there is an Ulta not too far away from me that I go into about once a year and spend too much money and say, well, I'm not going to go back there. And then I go in a year later and spend too much money. And, you know, it's kind of hit or miss. But I have thought about buying a couple of MAC lipsticks. There's a couple of them that I've seen other, you know, people online wear. And I'm thinking, well, maybe that would suit. It's very difficult with the way my coloring is to find the right red. Most times a red just makes me look like I'm ill or something. So, but I've heard good things about MAC Ruby Woo lipstick, so maybe I'll try that. Oh, the sun's out. Yay, you can see the sun. Fortunately, I'm wearing sunscreen. Did I mention I like to wear sunscreen? Okay, last one. Number 6. What is your favorite eyeshadow? Oh, I don't think I brought it. Okay, well, my favorite eyeshadow is a palette. It's not palette. Palette is what it is. I just have to correct people on this. Palette, P-A-L-E-T-T-E, is pronounced palette, not palette. A palette, that's P-A-L-L-E-T. That's one of those like wooden things that they use on loading docks. That's a palette. A palette is where you have a range of colors, like for painting or for eyeshadow. So I have an eyeshadow palette by NYX called Bohemian something or other. Oh, I'm going to have to break the video and go get it. Okay, be right back.